Okay, I'm going to show you how to do a magic adjustable loop for crochet. Sometimes this is called a magic circle. It's just an adjustable loop that allows you to start your crochet in the round without a hole at the top, or hole in the center. Usually the top of the head or bottom of the foot, or whatever. You start with taking the tail of your yarn, wrapping it twice around your middle finger, and keep the working yarn over top of your finger, your first finger. Then I usually make the tail a little bit small, but you can make it longer, whatever makes you feel more comfortable. Then you take your crochet hook, slide it underneath the two loops, and then you draw through a loop, and then you pull another loop through that loop, and that essentially makes your slip knot. Most patterns will call for 4 to 6, sometimes 8 single crochet in the first round. I'm going to do 6. You start just working into the circle. You pull through a loop and pull through those 2. That's single crochet in the round. Do a few more. 2. You just keep working around your circle, pulling a loop through to make sure that you're working around both loops of the circle. Let's see. You don't want to count your slip knot as a stitch. You want to just count the stitches you've done. Single crochet. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is our last one. 6. Okay, I usually pull this loose while I'm tightening up the circle so that it doesn't get, so that the single crochets don't come undone. Now you have an open circle and extra lengths of yarn right here, because you didn't work all the way around. You want to tighten this by tugging on the loops. One of them, you'll find one will pull the tail in. You don't want to pull on that one. You want to pull on the other side of it and tighten the center. And see how that loop is closing? Makes a very little hole. And then once that loop is nice and tight, you can take the tail and pull on the tail. And that will close your circle up nicely. Just keep it nice and tight. Some people are able to pull on the tail immediately rather than pulling on the 2 loops. I find it always creates a little knot and then I have to redo the circle anyway, so I like to do it that way. Lets me adjust it a little more slowly. So this is your circle. I know it looks a little bit like a half circle now because we only have 6 stitches in it, but you join to the next round. You don't chain and turn. That's not how working in this type of circle works. So you just take your crochet hook and slide it into both loops of your first stitch in your round. And this hook's a little bit too big, but and then you just start your single crochet for your next round. There's 1. Usually it'll ask you to do 2 in the same if you're increasing, making a circle. So there's 2. It's usually at this point you would add a stitch marker to your first stitch because you can see that it all kind of looks the same. There's no real way to tell the beginning of the round unless you mark it. So you just keep working around and following your pattern. And that is a magic adjustable loop for single crochet in the round. Thanks for watching.